Welcome back to another episode of the Fantasy Sports Podcast, the ReCapp Fantasy Sports Podcast. I am your host, Open Mind, along with your other host, DZ,
What's going on, everybody?
and we back with the first round of the playoffs, the first round of the NFL playoffs. We about to get into these lineups on DraftKings. Before we get started, y'all, we gotta just do a quick recap of the season. Just a quick recap before we start the show. Just to, pass some time, get some talking in, run my mouth a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Um, we got some crazy storylines going in the first round, bro. Starting off, I'm gonna pass the mic to you. I ain't gonna hold the mic. I'm gonna ask you this: how you feel about the Stafford coming back to Detroit to play the Lions and stop them from going to advancing in the playoffs? Yo, talk to me, fam.
Uh, man. Well, he left. He felt like a divorce, and now he's back. Man, this is gonna be, and it's at Ford Field. I am. I'm intrigued. I want to see how it's gonna be, but hey, it's probably gonna be some bad blood. They're probably gonna be looking at him like, you over there now, man. We can hit you
And
as much as we want.
so we got that. So we got that storyline. Then we got the storyline of Tyreek Hill going back to the Chiefs to play them to stop them from advancing to the playoffs. Like,
He's gonna
yo,
act. He gonna act a fool.
fam, this is crazy. We have one of the craziest playoff situations I've seen in my lifetime. It's probably been some crazier stuff. I'm only 41, so pretty sure it's been some crazy stuff. But in my lifetime, this is one of the craziest playoffs situations. Right now, we got the Texans playing the Browns. The Browns is 11-5 going into the playoffs. First round, 11-6, 11-6, 11-6. The Browns, the Cleveland Browns, bro, with Joe Flacco,
Well, no.
Super Bowl quarterback Joe Flacco is coming to town to teach the rookie C.J. Stroud what it's like to be in this situation. And how about C.J. Stroud, his rookie year, taking his team to the playoffs, his first year? Coach DeMeco Ryan, his first year, taking his team to the playoffs. Like, dog, it's some crazy storylines going in the NFL, y'all. I'm excited. I'm pumped. I just wanted to get that off my chest real quick. I don't know about y'all, but I'm liking the football that we seeing right now in this first round of playoffs. The teams that are there. I live in Houston. I'm still a Lions fan to my heart. You know what I'm saying? Detroit, where I'm from, born and raised. But I live in Houston. And, I got a relative that used to play on Texas. And then right before, right as DeMeco Ryans came and got drafted to Texas, my uncle, I think he played his last year, Shantae Orr, played his last year with the team before DeMeco Ryans kind of took over as the young buck coming in to replace the old heads. You know what I'm saying? Then DeMeco Ryans eventually retired, and he comes back to coach the team. I only met DeMeco Ryans one time, and it was really in passing, right? I don't think he even remember me, but my uncle is Shantae Orr. That's a blood relative of mine. He did play for the Texans for a good 8 seasons. I think his last season, like I said, he played 1 year with DeMeco, and it's just to see Coach Ryans. I don't know if he got injured out. I can't remember why he stopped playing. I know it was something to do with injury. But for him to come back to the Texans and be the coach and take the team to the playoff his first year, and he a black man, it's a lot of stuff. It's like I don't know who to cheer for, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know who to cheer for. I don't know if I want to cheer for the Texans. I don't know if I want to cheer for Stafford and the Rams coming back to Detroit. I don't want to cheer for Detroit. Like, it's a lot of situations. Like, I don't hate nobody really. It's a lot of situations where everybody feel like they deserve their spot, and they do. They really do. So just ranting out the way, open up your DraftKings app to the Saturday, 2-game Saturday. 2-game Saturday in your DraftKings app. That's how we're going to start the show. Last week, I picked the quarterback. So I'm going to let DZ start us off with the quarterback going forward for the first game. I think it's the early it's the Saturday games.
Yep.
And then we'll do the Sunday games after that.
Oh man. Well, I gotta save up for Tyreek Hill. Therefore, I'm not gonna pay a lot at quarterback. Give me Flacco. Let me see here. Does he need? Is that tight end? Yep. And give it to Njoku.
You gonna pair him up with Njoku?
Yep.
All right. So you got Flacco. I think Cleveland's defense, they're gonna stop the run, but I don't know if they're gonna stop the pass. So since you got Flacco, I'm gonna go ahead and pair him up with Amari Cooper. It's playoffs.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You got Flacco. Amari Cooper is in the playoffs. I think he's finna act a nut fool in these playoffs.
Gotcha. Let's see. This 2-gamer. Running back. Yeah, but give me Ashane. Is that his name? Devon
Ashane.
Yep. That's
Devon Ashane is a good pick. At running back because I say that because it's gonna be 0 degrees outside in that Chiefs and Miami game. 0 degrees. So I think running the ball is gonna be effective because it's gonna be hard to catch passes and throw passes. All right.
Mm-hmm.
You said you needed to save up for Tyreek Hill. I'm gonna go ahead and pick Tyreek Hill while we got the money because we run out of money. We got 24,000. I'm gonna go ahead and pick Tyreek Hill because we run out of money and run out of space. But we got 4 spots to fill with 16,000. I think we can do that.
Yeah, I agree. What is the running back situation? No, I ain't gonna do it. No. I'm gonna leave you the other running back. I'm gonna just put it to you like that.
All right.
See, I guess I get the defense out the way. I think all these defenses are going to get scored on. I'm gonna go Kansas City. Well, do I? No, I'm gonna go
Nope.
Dolphins.
You going with the Dolphins?
Yeah.
All right. So we got so I'm gonna pick the other running back. I'm gonna get Isaiah Ford.
Do you mean Jerome Ford?
I said Isaiah Ford. I meant to say Jerome Ford. If I said Isaiah Ford, I meant to say Jerome Ford.
Gotcha. Now we gotta get creative with this receivers. Let me see here. I don't think Kansas City receivers cost a lot, do they? You got Watson.
The only receiver that's really making sense in Kansas City is Rashee Rice, and we can't afford him right now.
That's true. We got 3,800. I don't see anybody I can pick at receiver. What about if I go down here to the flux? Someone cheap. I would say Hunt, but Hunt ain't been doing nothing. You see anybody?
I'm looking for the tight end for the tight end for Miami. He's very productive and very cheap.
That ain't Kelsey.
No, the Dolphins tight end.
Are you talking about is his name Schmidt?
Smythe.
Yeah, I get him. $3,000.
Right. And the last pick will be, let's see, is Jalen Waddle going to play? Let me see.
Let's see.
All right. So Jalen Waddle might play. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to drop Tyreek Hill. That gives me $13,000. And I'm going to get Nico Collins instead of Tyreek Hill. Nico Collins is going to replace Tyreek Hill. That's going to be my replacement pick. That leaves me with $6,400. And it's looking like Noah Brown is going to play. That's what it's looking like. It's looking like Noah Brown is going to play. So I'm going to get.
I wonder. Let me see here. Since you got Amari Cooper, I wonder if I get rid of the Joker. Because I think Tyreek Hill is going to be very important. What you think?
I think so. I definitely think so.
All right, so this is what I do. I get rid of Njoku. I put Smite there in tight end. And we'll put Tyreek Hill in a wide receiver spot because we're going to need him. And that will leave 3,300.
And then there's so here's what I got. I got Joe Flacco, Ashane, Ford, Tyreek Hill, and Amari Cooper.
Yep.
In an empty wide receiver spot.
I can take Collins out of there. Yeah. Or do you want Collins or do you want Rashid Rice?
I don't trust a game in 0-degree weather. I don't trust the receivers. I trust the running backs.
True.
Because of the weather, because of the fact that it's going to be below 0 degrees. They already clocked the weather in that game. It's going to be below 0 weather. It's going to be hard to throw passes and catch passes. So I see a lot of running on both sides of the ball. I see the Dolphins running the ball a lot, and I see the Chiefs running the ball a lot. And any passes thrown will be thrown to Tyreek Hill and Rashid Rice. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I think happened. That's what I think is going to happen in that game. Because of the weather. Not because, that's what I want to happen. I think because of the weather, and they already got limited players as it is. Waddle going to be out there, but I can't see Waddle being effective in that cold weather. I can see Ashane being effective in that cold weather. And I can see Isaiah Pacheco being effective in the cold weather. And if a pass is thrown, they throw it to Rashid Rice on Kansas City, and they throw it to Tyreek Hill in Miami because it's the playoffs, and they want a guaranteed catch. That's how I see the game going for the Chiefs and the Dolphins.
That's true. Noah Brown. He's listed as questionable.
He's playing. He's listed as questionable, but Noah Brown's going to play. Because he's been practicing.
Yeah. Right.
He'll be a game time decision, put it like this, but I'm confident he'll play. So let me say that better since we're on the mic. Don't quote me on this. I'm leaning towards 90% that Noah Brown is going to play. I'm 90% about that.
Gotcha. So
don't forget Houston's tight end.
So you want Noah Brown. Yeah, and I'm picking Schultz.
All right, so we have Joe Flacco, Devon Ashane, Jerome Ford, Tyreek Hill, Amari Cooper, Noah Brown, Durham Smythe, Dalton Schultz, and the Dolphins on defense. I think we should probably get the Browns on defense because we can afford them.
We have to get the Dolphins. We can afford them now. We can after moving stuff around.
Right. So Browns on defense, and I'm gonna go ahead and enter that squad now. Next lineup, we're gonna skip over to the Sunday afternoon game. Should be 2 games, just 2 games. And the reason I'm doing this before we continue, this is the playoffs. So I figure if I'm gonna play fantasy sports, I'd rather isolate those playoffs games and focus on just the games that are playing. That way I don't have to worry about any other games coming back to bite me or coming back. And now, if you want to play those games that carry over from Saturday into Sunday, by all means do so. I don't plan on making lineups for none of those carryovers, Saturdays, Sunday combined. I'm not planning on playing that because it's the playoffs. And even some no-name players are going to get some work in. They just signed Delvin Cook to who did he sign to?
I thought he.
Delvin Cook just the Ravens. Delvin Cook just signed to the Ravens so that he can play. He gonna play with the Ravens during the playoffs.
Green
So a
Bay.
situation.
Green Bay let him go.
Green Bay been let him go. He been playing for the Jets all season. What you talking about?
I'm not at Green Bay. Yeah, Jets. But you saying he
Yeah,
played?
the Jets.
Jets let him go.
No,
That's
it's
what I
not.
meant.
They let him go. It's not that they let him go. The Ravens poached him from the Jets.
Oh.
So the Jets didn't release him. I don't think. I think the Ravens poached him because the Jets are not going. Put it like this: the Jets didn't make it to the playoffs,
True.
right?
True.
So that means they're going home, and Delvin Cook's gone home. So he plays for the Jets. His team didn't make the playoffs. He's sitting at the house. He's allowed to go play for the Ravens. If his team is no longer on the field, and he's sitting at the house, the Ravens called him and offered him a contract. He's allowed to sign it. He only had a 1-year contract with the Jets.
That's true. Oh, his
Once a year.
contract was over. Oh, wow.
Yeah. So they didn't let him go. He just didn't re-sign with them. And he didn't stop. In other words, the Ravens called him when the Jet season was over. He picked up the phone and took the deal to make a playoff run. I don't know how much they paying him. I'm sure it's a very small deal, but they make if the Ravens going to the Super Bowl. I'm telling you this now. I don't know who they're gonna play in the Super Bowl, but they're definitely gonna be Super Bowl contenders. And that's why I wanted to say I'm playing isolated football games because that gives me a better chance to like win at least a halfway decent chance. You know what I'm saying? I recommend playing the playoffs like this, showdowns and isolated games. So anyway, let me start the lineup.
Okay, so
Open up the
are we
lineup.
doing classic or are we?
Well, for this one, I actually want to do a tournament. I want to do a tournament, not a tiers.
Okay, so
and
2-day afternoon tournament.
Yeah, 2-day afternoon tournament. And I'm going with Dak Prescott, and I'm pairing him up with CeeDee Lamb.
Oh boy. See, you going there? Okay.
Yep, I'm going there. I'm going there.
Well, let's just say I don't think I've ever really trusted the Rams rushing defense. I don't think I respect that at all. So I'm going with Jameer. Give me Montgomery.
You want Montgomery because you want them touchdowns, baby. That's what I'm talking about. You want them touchdowns.
Of course.
Word up, word up, word up. So the running back spot, let me see. Dallas, the Dallas Cowboys has a weak run defense. So I'm going to go with Aaron Jones.
Gotcha. Let's see here. Let me look at tight end. Do you think Laporta is going to act
I
a
think
fool?
no, Laporta's not playing.
Gotcha.
And if he does, okay, he's a game time decision, leaning towards not playing.
So that
That's
means
what Sam.
so that means Brock Wright is the next logical choice.
Yeah, but what do you know about Brock Wright? You got more info on Tucker Kraft, than you do Brock Wright.
That's
Brock
true.
Wright is just stepping in. At least Kraft got some, and they the same price really. Kraft is he has some, not some. He has a whole 5 weeks of
True.
production.
True. But is he gonna get that against Cowboys?
I mean, it's the playoffs.
That's true. Yeah, I go with Kraft. Tight end.
It's the playoffs. So I don't trust none of the defenses. I don't trust the Cowboys defense. I don't trust the Lions defense. I don't trust the Rams defense, and I definitely don't trust the Packers defense. I don't trust them. So I'm gonna go. So I'm gonna go with the Lions, not because I'm thinking that they're gonna put up a bunch of points or they're gonna really do anything. Like, everybody's getting scored on. I just don't see anybody stopping anybody from scoring points. I just don't see it. Plus, the Lions secondary is still, you know, they're allowing passes like they always do. But I'm still picking the Lions defense because the Lions are gonna run up the scoreboard against the Rams defense. I'm not picking the Rams defense because they're gonna be like getting scored on constantly. You know what I'm saying? The Lions finna score some points on the Rams. So I don't want to pick their defense. At least the Lions can get some sacks and some interceptions. They're just not going to stop anybody from scoring points, which is going to bring your score down.
True.
If they score points on your defense, they're going to deduct points from you. But at least you can get some of that stuff back by getting some sacks, an interception or two, a forced fumble, because the way the Lions play defense is they play aggressive defense. When they're tackling you, they're trying to punch that ball out your hand. They're trying to force fumbles. They will get an interception. I don't know if it's going to be a pick six, but they're going to get an interception in this game. And we talk about Matthew Stafford, right? We talk about Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford interception. Matter of fact, the Lions going to get 2 interceptions. I don't know if either one of them receptions is going to be pick sixes, but if 2 interceptions is going to happen, and Matthew Stafford is going to throw both of them. So that's why I'm picking the Lions defense, not that they're going to stop anybody. Stafford's going to score some fucking points. He's going to score at least 3 touchdowns against the Lions. I'm giving Stafford 3 touchdowns at least. Now, he can score more, but I'm giving Stafford 3 touchdowns. Now, I don't know when he's going to score them. I'm sure he's going to throw a shovel pass, no-look pass, or he's going to throw one because it's the Lions. It's his old team. He's got to. It's scripted for it to happen. They got to make it interesting. But I still think the Lions are going to do better on defense than the Rams. So Lions on defense is the pick.
Gotcha. All right. Well, I'm gonna go with my reliable guy. He usually comes through, and I'm looking at it. This is the playoffs. I have 2 of them: Josh Reynolds or Williams. But
I like Williams.
I think Williams is gonna be a better pick here. I'm going with Williams.
Yeah, I just like Williams better, to be honest with you. I actually want Amon-Ra St. Brown, to be honest with you. I want Amon-Ra St. Brown, but I can't afford him.
You sure?
It costs too.
I think.
Well,
here's the thing. You got Brown at 8,000, then you got Cup at 7,500.
I don't want Cup.
I've never seen Cup that cheap. It's been a while. I ain't never seen him. It's been a while since I've seen him that cheap.
Because the reason I don't want Cup is because Puka Nakua could definitely take Cup's production. And Amon-Ra St. Brown has been consistently dropping 30 points for the last 4 games straight against good defenses.
Yeah.
Right? So I think Amon-Ra is going to pay off his 8,000. And that's why it's like, damn, I want to pick him, but I just can't afford him. However, here's the thing. If I picked Amon-Ra St. Brown, it leaves us with $3,000 in the flex to get the Cowboys defense, Jalen Tolbert, who's also productive. But that's the only person that's worth picking in $3,000 receiver is Tolbert. Jalen Tolbert on the Cowboys. He is productive. He does get targets for $3,000. But kind of bank it. That's making us bank on Amon-Ra St. Brown when we can easily get Reed and Dobbs and Brandon Cooks and shit.
True.
So I want Amon-Ra, but I'm not gonna pick him because he just costs too much. But I definitely recommend that you, the listener, make a squad with Amon-Ra St. Brown on it, because Amon-Ra St. Brown finna go off on them Rams. With that said, we got $11,000 to fill 2 spots. I'm gonna go ahead and get Jalen Reed from the Packers.
Yeah, you must be sick. You picked the Packer.
Yeah, I'll take Jalen Reed. It's the playoffs.
5,300. Brandon Cooks is probably one of the better picks here. Actually, no. Watson, if he plays. You think Watson gonna play?
Watson, who was that?
Another Green Bay wide receiver.
Christian Watson. I don't know. I just think Jalen. For me, the only Green Bay Packer I wanted it was Jaden Reed.
Gotcha. 5,300. I don't have a lot of choices. Brandon Cooks, maybe Ferguson off Dallas.
I think Brandon Cooks is the better pick. From where I'm looking, it's Brandon Cooks, Wicks, Ferguson, Dowdle, Rivers, Drake. I'm just Brandon Cooks is the to me the obvious pick.
He's gonna be on the field a lot more. Yeah, I go with Cooks.
So we have Dak Prescott, David Montgomery, Aaron Jones, CeeDee Lamb, Jameson Williams, Jaden Reed, Tucker Kraft, Brandon Cooks in the flex, Lions on defense. I'm gonna go ahead and enter that squad now. And we getting to the end of the show. I've decided we're not gonna do an NBA lineup this time, and just save it for next week. It's the NFL playoffs. I want to focus on the playoffs right now. We don't have to do an NBA lineup. So this will be our last line for the show. This will be the Tiers prime time Sunday game.
Gotcha.
Tiers. It should be 6 slots, prime time night game, Tiers game. It should feature Jalen Hurts, Jared Goff, Stafford, and Baker Mayfield in the tier 1 spot.
Gotcha.
Which I give to you. I picked the quarterback already. It's your turn.
And you would give me Jalen Hurts. Oh shit.
You ain't got this. Hey, I'm just passing it to you because I like to share. I don't want to haul lineup.
But he's the best dual threat quarterback. I'm going to go Jalen Hurts. I'm not going to do that. Tier 1.
All right. So, since I couldn't get Amon-Ra St. Brown in the other squad, I'm putting Amon-Ra St. Brown in tier 2 without question. Give me St. Brown, period.
Good.
Give me Amon Brown, baby.
Gotcha. Let's see here. Cup, White, Gibbs, Evans. I'm going Evans.
Ain't nobody finna stop Mike Evans in that Eagles weak ass secondary, man.
No, they're not.
All right, so since you have Jalen Hurts, I'm gonna go ahead and pair him up with Devontae Smith. Since we have Evans, we don't need Godwin. I don't trust DeAndre Swift. We already got David Montgomery on another slot. I think we should give Devontae Smith a shot to pair him up with Hurts.
I agree. Let's see here. We got 2 defenses. Williams. No, I'm not going to pick neither one of those defenses.
Yeah, it's the playoffs, man. Defense is getting scored on, period.
I think the best one
I
here...
want the Eagles to lose, but they're not going to lose. So they're not going to lose this game. Now, they might lose their next game because if the Eagles face the 49ers in the playoffs, they're not going to win. So here's what it is, but they are going to beat the Buccaneers. They are going to beat them. So I want the Bucs to win. I'm rooting for the Bucs, but I know that the Eagles are going to win. I know the Eagles are going to win. I don't want them to. I want them to lose. Just saying. I don't want the Eagles to do shit. They're frauds. The Eagles are frauds this year, but I'm not stupid. I know they're going to beat the Bucs.
Yeah, this tier 5, I'm going to go with Williams.
All right, James Williams in tier 6, which is the most difficult tier that nobody wants, right? Nobody wants this tier. Nobody wants to put up with this. But I don't trust none of these players. I don't trust Tutu Atwell. I don't trust Cade. I don't trust Kenneth Gainwell. Right? I don't even know who Trey Palmer is. Never heard of Trey Palmer. And not going with the Rams, so I'll go with the Lions on defense. We got Jalen Hurts, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Mike Evans, Devontae Smith, Jameson Williams, and the Lions on defense entering the squad. Now, that is the playoffs, first round of the playoff show for y'all. check back with us next week, Friday night, same time. We usually do Saturday night shows, but since these games are taking place on Saturday and Sunday, we want to just go ahead and get the live stream out the way on Fridays. Get it on out the way. Try to cover as much football as we can, cram it all into one stream. Short stream tonight, but it's the playoffs. So it's going to be short streams, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Short streams. Hope y'all get this money. Hope y'all get paid. Make multiple lineups, of course. And if you don't like our picks, that's fine. Pick your favorite players off the list if you like them. You know what I'm saying? Just one or two and make your own squads. We're here to help. We are here to help you. If you win, God bless you. You don't owe us no money. God bless you. That's what it is. We just want you to get paid. All right. So I'm your host, Open Mind, along with your other host, DZ.
Good night, everybody.
Happy drafting. Deuces.